Some people measure their life with trophies. Some measure it with Instagram stories. And some measure it with the quiet, sinking feeling that something is missing. If that last one feels familiar, stay with me. All right, let's breathe for a second. I want to talk to you like we're sitting at a quiet cafe somewhere. Maybe next to a window, maybe with a warm drink, maybe with me trying to look wise while a stick figure version of me stares at you with giant eyes. Because what you're feeling, that sense of wasting your life, it's heavier than people realize. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It shows up at night, during long commutes, right after scrolling for too long, right after comparing your life to someone's highlight reel from Bali, Dubai, or whatever I'm successful location. People like to flex this season. And the toughest part, it makes you question everything: your progress, your choices, your future, sometimes even your past. So let's break this feeling apart together. Not with cliches, not with think positive, not with fake inspiration that melts as soon as the video ends. Let's understand what is actually happening inside your mind. Because once you understand it, you stop feeling lost. You start feeling in control again. The first truth: you feel lost because you're not stagnant. You're evolving. Here's something no one tells you. People who feel like they're wasting their life are usually the people who want to live deeply, the ones who care, the ones who feel time passing, the ones who have a vision in their mind that's louder than their current reality. If you didn't care, you wouldn't feel this way. When you think you're wasting your life, what you're actually experiencing is internal pressure. Your potential is knocking hard, and your current habits haven't caught up yet. This is not failure. This is the transition before growth. Think of it like when your phone says, storage almost full. Annoying, yes, but it means something inside is ready to be cleaned, upgraded, reorganized. Your life is asking for an upgrade, not a punishment, a recalibration. The modern problem: you see too much, too fast. Our grandparents didn't have this problem. You know why? They had only two things to compare themselves with: the neighbor's cow and the neighbor's grass. We have 7 billion lives in our pocket. We see billionaires at 23, travel vloggers on islands, motivational geniuses doing ice baths at 4 in the morning. We see 20-year-olds with supercars and 30-year-olds with 10 companies. Meanwhile, we're sitting there eating cereal thinking, wow, my life is behind. But that comparison is a trap. You're comparing your real life to someone else's filtered moment. This creates the illusion that you're wasting life, even when you're not. And the worst part? Your brain is not designed for this. Your amygdala, yes, the survival manager that loves drama, sees other people winning and interprets it as danger. Not logically, emotionally. It whispers, you're behind, hurry, panic, compare. That's why your chest feels tight sometimes. That's why you feel restless. That's why you can't enjoy what you have. Your brain thinks you're in a race, but you're not. You're in a life. Your life, the real reason you feel like you're wasting your life. Let's go deeper. The real reason this feeling hits so hard is because your brain remembers every unfinished dream, the project you delayed, the goals you started but didn't finish, the promises you made to yourself but broke quietly, the versions of you that could exist but don't. This is called the Zeigarnik effect, the brain's obsession with incomplete things. Every unfinished goal creates a mental tab. And after a while, you're running 30 tabs on life's browser, and your internal feeling becomes, I'm wasting my potential. Not because you're useless, but because you're overloaded with unresolved intentions. This is one reason I wrote parts of the Wise Joe ebooks like the Overthinking Detox and the Focus Reset. Not to sell anything, but because humans struggle with unfinished mental loops more than anything else. And you? You're not depressed, you're overloaded, your mind is not failing, it's signaling you. The solution isn't what you think. People think the solution to this feeling is to do more goals, more hustle, more life optimization, more productivity hacks. But actually, the solution is less chaos, less comparison, less noise, less juggling 10 impossible identities at once. Instead of trying to live 7 lives, live one life with more intention. And that leads us to the first practical shift. Shift 1, choose one direction, even if it's not the perfect one. Feeling like you're wasting your life happens when your energy is scattered in 12 directions. You want success, but you also want peace. You want productivity, but you also want comfort. You want a new life, but you also want your old habits. You can't drive forward with your foot on both pedals. Your brain hates indecision. Indecision creates anxiety because nothing is being resolved. So pick one direction. Not forever, just for now. One path, one project, one identity to work on. This is how you escape that sinking feeling. You give your brain a target, a purpose, a direction to invest energy. Think of how athletes train. Think of how Elon Musk focuses on one company at a time. Think of how someone like Messi trains the same motion thousands of times, same path, repeated, refined. Greatness isn't variety. Greatness is focused intention. Shift 2. Make your days meaningful instead of impressive. You don't need a perfect day to feel alive. You need a day where you were present. Instead of asking, was today productive? Ask, was today intentional? Did you choose at least one thing on purpose? Did you show up for yourself in even one small way? Did you spend time on something meaningful? Meaningful is not dramatic. Meaningful is not cinematic. Meaningful can be tiny, almost invisible. The problem is that people want impressive days, Instagram days, highlight reel days. But your life changes through meaningful consistency, not impressive episodes. A simple walk, a focused hour, a small improvement. That's where momentum comes from. Shift 3. Stop waiting for the big moment. You know what secretly makes people feel like they're wasting life? They're waiting for something, waiting for motivation, waiting for clarity, waiting for the right time, waiting for the fear to disappear. But waiting is the most expensive lifestyle on earth. Your life is not waiting for you to be ready. It's moving every day. The people who feel fulfilled are not the people who had clarity. They're the people who began walking even while confused. You don't need a perfect map. You need a starting point. And often the starting point is small, embarrassingly small, almost invisible. But small beginnings are still beginnings. Let's talk about the fear behind the feeling. Underneath the feeling of wasting your life is a deeper fear. The fear that you won't become who you could have been. The fear of disappointing your future self. The fear of regret. Regret is a powerful teacher, but a terrible roommate. If you let regret drive your decisions, you freeze. If you let regret inspire your decisions, you move. You want to feel proud. You want to feel aligned. You want to feel like your life is building towards something. And the good news is, it can. Not with a miracle, but with momentum. Momentum is the antidote to the feeling of wasting life. Shift 4. Create micro-momentum every morning. I'll tell you a secret. Your brain doesn't need a big win to feel alive. It needs a small win that signals direction. One tiny action in the morning can reset your entire identity for the day. Not a miracle routine. Not waking up at sunrise, like a monk on vacation. Just one thing that says, I'm building my life. It could be reading a page, planning your day, stretching, learning something, working on a project for 10 minutes. It's not the action that matters. It's the identity it reinforces. You tell yourself, I'm someone who moves. I'm someone who builds. I'm someone who shows up. This is how you escape the guilt spiral. Shift 5. Redefine what it means to live a good life. Let's get honest. Most people think a good life is a perfect timeline. School, job, success, love, stability, happy ending. But real life looks more like a stick figure roller coaster with missing rails, weird loop-de-loops, and a narrator going, wait, why are we turning left? Living a good life is not about being perfect. It's about being engaged, curious, growing, improving, trying. You're not wasting your life if you are learning. You're not wasting your life if you are evolving. You're not wasting your life if you are being honest with yourself. The only way to waste your life is to live someone else's version of it. A lesson from someone famous. Let me show you something through someone everyone knows, Steve Jobs. People admire him for the success, but before the success, he was fired from his own company. Imagine that. You create a whole company and they kick you out. Most people would crumble. But Jobs used that period, the period that looked like a life-wasting disaster, to get still, to recalibrate, to think, to build quietly. He later said it was one of the most creative and meaningful seasons of his life. Not because it was glamorous, but because slowing down forced him to rediscover direction. Sometimes feeling lost is not the end. It's the beginning of alignment. Your life isn't wasted. It's waiting. You are not behind. You're not too late. you're not off track. You're at the point where your old life no longer fits and your new life hasn't started yet. This is the hallway between chapters. No decorations, no comfort, just a door behind you and a door ahead. The feeling of wasting your life comes when you stare at both doors and walk through neither. But once you take a step, any step, the feeling changes. You stop feeling wasted. You start feeling active, present, in motion. And motion is what builds meaning. A question for you. Before we wrap up, let me ask you something. If you had to choose a single word to describe what you want more of in your life, what would that word be? Confidence, clarity, direction, peace, momentum? Think about that word. Maybe even drop it somewhere. Because identifying what you seek is the first step toward building it. You're not wasting your life, you're waking up to it. People who feel they're wasting life are the ones who still believe something better is possible. That belief alone means you haven't given up. It means you're alive. It means you care. And caring is the first step toward change. Your life doesn't need a miracle. It needs direction. It needs presence. It needs your attention. One step a day, one intention a day, one moment of clarity a day. That's how meaning is built. That's how regret is avoided. That's how you take your life back. And if this message hits you, that means your next chapter is ready. Let's build it.